remember this gem from Meghan Markle? Oh, you do. She was on the Golden Globe carpets, remember? And there she was, of course, well, talking about what we could look forward to, what we could expect from her production team. And really, as I often say, I do feel a bit sorry for how ill-equipped Harry and Meghan are in the public arena. They pay thousands to people to advise them, and seemingly they can't get a simple answer to a very simple question right. This particular interviewer was beside herself being allowed to interview the former royal known as Meghan Markle. Quite why? Remains to be seen. But here's where it gets interesting, because on that chat, if you remember, Meghan herself said that Harry, her husband, was really enjoying his time in the entertainment business, something new to him, right? And that very soon we were going to see several projects launched from Archwell Productions. Several. That's important. However, we've had 2. So what's happened to the other 5? Let me explain. See you today. You're right. Yeah, this is Lambeth Palace, just in case you're wondering. Nice, isn't it? Yes, it's not bad a place at all. I wouldn't mind living here, would you? Very convenient for the shops. Lambeth Bridge just over there. Parliament round the corner. As I've often said, the place is literally reeking with history. And I love history, as you know. And I often think of all those people that have gone through with top hats, big dresses, all that sort of stuff from years ago. Never thinking, of course, we'd be standing here in 2024 having a chat. Well, I know. Well, they wouldn't know, would they? We had a wave. So we'll have a quick wave. Yes, nice to see you. And as ever, thank you for taking the time out. Yeah, you remember this chat though, don't you? Meghan basically said, several ideas. It's always dangerous when you're on the red carpet, to say anything about forthcoming productions. It's a bit like a movie or a theatre. Until the money's in the bank, you've no idea whether you can actually make that production. You're going to how this goes. Well, apparently what's interesting now is that Meghan, of course, well, she's got the cooking show with Netflix. Well, we think she has. She may have lost interest in that now. And Prince Harry started filming his polo show, the elitist sport that really is not going to resonate with at least 90% of the worldwide audience. And I mean that kindly. So what happened to the other ideas? A bit tricky really, because the people who've been let go from Netflix have been rather revealing. You see, what's interesting is apparently the big thing that Harry and Meghan liked the idea of was, well, a chat show, but not just any chat show. No, on, in a wonderful private jet, and as ever we have to say allegedly, looking like they're going around the world interviewing fascinating, insightful people. Everybody from perhaps the Pope. Oh yes, and as we know before, Harry was very keen and believed that he could sit down with President Putin. After all, Tucker Carlson's done it. Why couldn't Harry? You get the picture. But of course, Netflix realised that this is a very expensive escapade. And really, who would be willing to be sat down opposite Harry and Meghan? 2, at best, amateur interviewers. We saw that with Meghan in her podcast. Try as she might, she couldn't resonate with the guests. It was very much question and answer. So I've been told that basically Netflix very nicely said, look, it's very nice and everything like that. Let's stick with the cooking show for now, shall we, and see how that develops. And so that's how the American Riviera brand, wherever that is now, is moving forward, as it were. So Harry and Meghan's dream of becoming the next big, dare I say, Barbara Walters, Johnny Carson, Michael Parkinson, right now has been put on hold. But it's a dream, apparently, they're always ready to come back to. Now, who would you suggest the interview? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.